it's one thing to play it, and we all play it to our varying degrees of crap, you know, and we try as hard as we can, but when you put it in the hands of these, like, gaming gods, and it sounds super hyperbolic, but it's actually really, really true. It's so fun to watch them do that, because Brood War has an element to it that is like, they're doing something that I cannot do. I will put in hours, I will practice, I will do everything I can. I cannot execute like that. When I watch the best, I don't know, Overwatch players in the world, I'm like, I can absolutely do that, right? No, I'm just kidding. But
for a long time signing autographs if we've got anything to look at for this. And it happens at such a momentous occasion here at BlizzCon, Pig, looking at how Serral has been able to do it. And up until the finals for Serral, it looked easy, and the finals was the one that tested him.
We're going up against Stats. Now, the last time you played Stats, it was 4-3 in the grand finals of GSL vs. the World, where you came out on top. Can we see a repeat?
Yeah, sure.
There you have it. Serral is moving forward to the grand finals. Congratulations once again, Kaelaris.
Maru to defend this is going to be so tricky. Now he's trying to start working on that one probe, but that's why there is a second probe, a Maynard probe here, to be ready and in position.
Well, this is already very, very bad for Maru, man. I don't see how he stops this. This is about the time when you start to lift your structures up, let the orbital finish, and try and save as many SCVs as possible, because he cannot fight this.
And SOS already thinking ahead. He knows that there's going to be potentially a Reaper counter-attacking his mineral line. He's already got the gateway underway, gets another cannon instead of his main mineral line. Going for gas, all he has to go for is some Stalkers, some Adept. He's going to force the command center to fly away already here, because mining was about to be prevented.
SOS smartly cancelling that third cannon. He's put in a few hundred minerals here into this maneuver against Maru. But Maru is not dead yet. He does still have
putting himself in a very awkward spot.
The pylon? I would go for the pylon probably.
Yeah,
here, right?
okay, he's going to force the recall. This is a really important moment. If he's able to get that, the Immortal's not out! And it's just Cyclones versus Stalkers, and maybe a probe or two here. As another pylon's about to finish, the Immortal will be out in just a little bit of time, but has he gotten enough damage? And if he focus fires it, the Cyclones take a lot from it, but they can kill it quickly too, and he's gonna get the Immortal. SCV's repairing everything that they can. The probe's been pulled off the line to try and shut this down. Only 3 Cyclones remain. More Stalkers getting warped in, and it looks like Special's army will finally be routed.
I mean, Stats holds, but obviously at the cost of 8 probes. He lost the pylon, lost the Immortal that he just built, and he's kind of in an awkward spot now. But he has created a lot of freedom for himself. That was the scary push. That was the only push that Special was going to be able to make in the upcoming minutes of this game. And it's quite rare that you can talk about minutes in a game of StarCraft 2. But this is just going to take a very long time for the Mexican Terran to even think about.
He needs to overwhelm these Corruptors, or Serral is toast. He has to win the air battle, and he has to win it significantly. I don't know if he has the ability to do that. The Queen's pulling in, trying to help, but there's so many roaches here. They're going to kill that base for free. They're going to kill the Queens, and the few mutas that pull back do not have the DPS to stop this. Dark rolls in with the roaches and is going to be able to pull away with a massive lead. Unless these Lings can find something, but I just don't see it happening.
I mean, that's just too many roaches with the +2. They're two-shotting those Zerglings. The mutas here trying to gather up, but the micro from Dark has been very good. He's finally looking like he's being overwhelmed by the mutas, but the roaches are in the mineral lines. They've already taken out the 4th, the 3rd, and the natural under siege. Serral here overwhelmed by the Corruptor roach push, it seems. He might barely hang on, but he's taken a ton of damage.
He's taken a ton of damage. He's dealt it on the other side. They're actually equal in workers. And if he wins the air battle, that's it. Rebuilding Corruptors is just not something he can really do.
They're pretty slow. So a lot of times you'll see people respond to that by actually playing around the Broodlords. They'll just attack wherever the Broodlords are not. And I'm wondering if that's what TY is going to do this time around.
Well, the Broodlords now, they're trying to go to the north because he sees TY going up there. But at the exact same time, TY scans and runs into the south. It looks like he wants to hit this base once again.
Okay, another attack happening down here at the bottom. And again, TY hitting in the upper left. Both these expansions are under a real threat.
Oh, those Vipers coming in. He cannot be losing those. TY dropping into the main base. That's really far away from everything. Rogue under attack on all sides. Even another attack towards his 3rd.
It looks like Rogue may be close to crumbling here. 3 different locations are being hit. He comes in, takes out the infestation pit. Mutas and Lings here to try to help defend.
Oh, some beautiful Baneling connections. A few Marauders do end up living, but everything very badly damaged. Rogue trying to hold on for the first time in forever. He takes that supply lead as well.
Who is gonna win the Blizzcon in your opinion? I think Serral or Stats.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting. I know. I mean, it's just this is kind of what I was missing from my trophy collection, I guess you could say. And I really wanted to win this one, so I'm super happy I managed to do it, and I'm super happy to make it.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
안 좋은 일인가요? 알겠습니다.
저는 전투 위치로 목적 출격점.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
뭐라고요? 상황은 어떻습니까? 단독 작전 맞습니까? 나쁘진 않군요. 명령.
베스핀 가스가 부족합니다. 베스핀 가스가 부족합니다.
What? What?
베스핀 가스가
말씀하십시오. 확인했습니다.
Yes, well, actually, wait a minute, never mind. I think I kind of prepared this a little bit earlier, so I think I'll just slightly slide this in. As we get ready, Blizzcon, let's get into it. The round of 4, it's the semi-finals. It's Serral going up against Rogue.
Hello. What did you think of Maru versus SOS? Very, very disappointed. Because I really looking forward to that matchup, but you know, Maru form is bad.
Has to do that. Next year, does he just keep winning and do the Koreans? Does Dark finally start to say, okay, maybe we do have to look to Serral as the guy we need to take the crown back from? This next year of StarCraft, with this game building up, we had amazing viewership. This place was standing.
Probes falling here for Stats.
Okay, Stats is going to back up. He's cleaned up that side of the map. Very nicely done here by Serral. This expansion is going to go down, although this is not the most valuable expansion on the map. You can see that most of the minerals were already mined out.
Well, he cloaks it, so I guess it's going to live. With the carriers coming out, he will be able to push these Hydras back. So nice save there. In the meantime, Serral did lose 2 bases.
Okay, this could be bad. He gets it.
Oh, a beautiful abduct onto the mothership, and he picks it off for free. Pushing him back down his ramp.
If he can get those gateways, he's going to stop the production. But Stats is not turning around. 2 great storms damaging the bulk of what Serral has to defend.
That is a really scary push coming out of Stats, but this drop into his main base is going to unpower more gateways. This is a big problem for Stats. How is he going to hold on?
We see the push continuing to come forward. I don't know if Serral has an answer for all of these Immortals. This expansion is going to go down. Meanwhile, Stats' main is in shambles.
Oh, great size storms coming out, but still a few units remain. His gateway's mostly unpowered. Serral coming with a huge arc right now, trying to get in here, but the size storms of Stats, the immortal count of Stats are so strong.
Keep in mind, there is no War Prism with this army, so what you see is what you get. Serral continuing to surround the few remaining Immortals. Drones now being pulled as well.
The drones mean that this is serious. Serral knows he must hold right here, right now. Another great storm, but only 3 Immortals left over, and it looks like Serral will hold.
The last parts of the army have been illogical, to be honest. And now he knows. The 2 SCVs telegraph that the rush is inbound. And we see Rogue immediately realizes that this is unreal, that TY is going to do it yet again. And by the way, the opener, as you said, Artosis, this is the way Rogue started this game out.
Serral, all eyes were on you in 2018. 4 WCS titles, GSL versus the world, and now, for the first time ever, we have a non-Korean in the grand finals of the WCS Global Finals.
Yeah, I know. Feels incredible. I wasn't expecting this to come when I came here, so I know it feels incredible.
And throughout this series, you were up against such a tough opponent. Talk to me about.
Systems at full. Process.
Oh! What the fuck?
Wow, dude. What the fuck, man? What kind of fucking splash damage was that? Game over. It's over.
Hey. Bring me your head. Bring me your head. Son of a bitch. Hello, Mr. Son of a bitch. Can you join this fucking trash can? What the fuck did you say?
They check the economy as Serral, he sees a fully mining third base, and Rogue knows just how far behind he is in the economy. He's gonna have to push right now and try to close out this game.
And that third is the lair. So there is a ticking clock here on Rogue's strategy. If he doesn't end this game in the next couple of minutes, it's gonna be all Serral. Rogue going across the map. He has a slight army supply advantage, but keep in mind that there is the defender's advantage for Serral and that +1 attack upgrade. And he's making so many banelings. Rogue doesn't even bother. Serral takes that map.
Blizzcon. Return of another Titan.
We never paid any heed to the ancient prophecies.